Hi guys, welcome back to Almighty Blues FC. Yes, a fan channel for all to see. Well, the match is over. UEFA Champions League night, remember? Juventus 1, Chelsea 0. That was disappointing to say the least. I don't know where to begin. Well, starting 11. First of all, Tuchel still played Marcos Alonso. I'll come to why I'm so disappointed with that. Like Marcos Alonso, let me not get started there, right? As in the guy was somewhere else. He was not on the pitch. It was not only about the way he moves, which is slow always. I know he had a terrific game against Spurs, especially in the second half, and a good start of the season. But it's clear for everyone to see against Man City, he didn't have the pace, and against Juventus, who play with wingers, why start Marcos Alonso? Great wingers playing as false nine, but they are wingers really. But yes, him starting was a surprise for me, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek also not starting. Again, it's easy to say in hindsight, but we call it at Almighty Blues FC. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is the player in form, and he should have started for me. But then Jorginho started well. The European Player of the Year should show it on the pitch as well, but no. We'll come to that again. Apart from that, I think it was just the usual. One surprise was again that Christensen Silva was 100% fit, so that was good to see. But Azpilicueta playing on the right wing did not help either, with Marcos Alonso not being on form. And of course, Lukaku with Ziyech and Havertz, as we had predicted, the three left-footers, right? Juventus, on the other hand, played 4-4-2. Yes, they did not change their formation, but they changed their personnel because, as I said, two wingers played up top, that is Bernardeschi as well as Chiesa, the man that Chelsea are after, supposedly, right? Well, it was like really painful to watch the first half because nothing happened. Literally nothing happened in that first half from a Chelsea point of view. It was Juventus counter-attacking and counter-attacking very well. They should have scored. Chiesa had a brilliant opportunity to, put in Bernardeschi, but no, he missed it. Chelsea, on the other hand, I don't know what we were doing. We lost to Man City the weekend. I thought we'll go all guns blazing. I know it was away to Juventus, but this was a time for us to basically, take things by the scruff of the neck, prove that we are champions of Europe, but no. In the first half, for me, only Ziyech felt like he wanted to play and wanted to win the ball. Apart from them, everyone was just safe, side passing and whatnot. Kovacic was mispassing. Like really bad. Really bad. Alonso, like let me not even get started there. As in the guy actually literally shoved Cuadrado to the sideboard, to the advertising board. So like what was that? I think it was only 15 minutes down. Like, come on, it's obviously that you're going to get booked. It's a Champions League game. Why take that risk? As in, he's an experienced player. Sorry about the rant, but, I just felt that, we were simply not there in mind, in the first half, especially. And Kai Havertz, what did he do in that first half? Please tell me someone. What did he do? What did Kai Havertz do in the first half? Yes, he won us the Champions League in the final, but as in, the guy is young, I know that as well, and he's having ups and downs, but no. As in, he's having more downs than ups, I have to say it. You need to basically take things by the horn and just go. As in, he was just falling down, like, as in how Morata used to do, ironically. Anyway, first half just passed by, literally passed by, literally, as in we were just side passing and that's how it passed by. And then we called it, right? I tweeted about it. Like, definitely Alonso had to be taken off. And I also wanted Ruben Loftus-Cheek because we needed some dynamism in that midfield. Someone who could basically, carry the ball forward. Kovacic wasn't able to do it enough today. And of course, those runs were missing as well. So I expected Werner to come on. I know that Juventus in the first half especially played with maybe 9 men behind the ball. They played like a 5-4-1 really, although on paper it was a 4-4-2. With Cuadrado kind of playing a wing-back role almost, not a right midfielder. But anyway, We did not make many changes, but we made that important change of Alonso coming off and Chilwell coming on. I thought some attacks will come on the left flank as well, or only the left flank rather, right? Because Azpilicueta wasn't able to attack really. But no, second half, the moment it started, Juventus score. It was clear that they wanted more. They were on the plan. It was a clear plan. Bonucci playing an excellent ball, and I think it was Bernardeschi playing in Chiesa, and Federico Chiesa, slots in. Rudiger was late. Again, it was a classic goal, one of the tactical goals that Juventus over the years have had, over the decades, I would say. But we were blank. And then what happens, as usual, we wake up. We finally wake up. But no, still we are trying to basically pierce through their midfield, which is not, able to get pierced through at all. So why are we even trying that? Why didn't we try those long balls? Why didn't we try those crosses in? Well, finally, Tuchel made more changes, and it was, I think, a couple of changes that we made. I think Hudson-Odoi came on, as in some dynamism there with Azpilicueta going off, and I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on, and Chalobah came on. So I was surprised, how do we have 4 centre-backs on the pitch? But no, Chalobah was playing in midfield almost, so it was like a 3-5-2 with Kai Havertz playing up top along with Lukaku, just off Lukaku in fact. And that's when Kai Havertz woke up. Why wait till we are 1-0 down? Why wait till the second half? It's happening time and again this season. It's a repeat. We are taking things for granted of what? It's deja vu. What happened to us versus Juventus in 2012? We covered in the preview. Kai Havertz had a couple of good plays in the second half. I must say Ziyech again was looking very good, but unfortunately he was booked, and due to which he was taken off as well. But yes, and then finally we started playing a little bit, but no, not enough crosses for me. That's something that we missed. Finally, when Hudson-Odoi woke up and thought, let me even dribble and take on Alex Sandro, who's much more older than me, and cross, he did. But Lukaku, a header, clear header, missed it. Wide of the mark. He was not even close. Lukaku, I know, he kind of was, as in just picking scraps from nothing, right? But at the end of the day, that is what we signed you for. Unfortunately, these big games is something that he needs to turn up more. As in, he kind of played how he played under Conte in that first season. As in, not really that finished element, but yes. As in, again, he didn't have many chances, so I cannot really complain about him. He did kind of fend off, their defenders well. And Chiellini did not start, right? As in De Ligt and Bonucci, but still, we did quite well in that second half of the second half. But again, not enough. And then Chilwell also, he should be crossing more for me. I know he's not played enough, but he should be really crossing more. Take on men and just go on the left flank. That's not something that we did. Even during the dying moments, we had a couple of good crosses from Hudson-Odoi. I know he missed many crosses and many were high as well, but a couple of good crosses. Kai Havertz in the very last minute should have got it. As in a clear header again, he should be heading down. That's something that we need to work on in training with him. I know he's still learning some arts, but I'm sure he'll get it through as well. But no, at the end of the day, we weren't able to score, and Juventus, in fact, should have even scored more. They were again, I think 2-on-1, a couple more times. So that's something that we really need to improve on, because we are conceding chances, not only goals. Now that we have conceded, guess what? This was, I think, only the second time that we conceded away from goal under Tuchel, lost away from home, that is. Yes, we had lost to Villa, I think last year or last season, and this is the second time that we're losing away from home under Tuchel. That's a big deal in itself. It's crazy. And Juventus, talk about their defense. They were definitely, having a rigid performance. One of those typical Italian performances. Ironically, they have not, I think, they've just kept one clean sheet in the last 23 in all competitions. That's crazy stat, right? But yeah, that's all it was. Juventus, came to the party. Of course, the crowd helped, but no excuses there. Again, we have not been able to beat Juventus. Juventus away has been a bogey kind of an experience for us. Hopefully this will really charge us on and do, make us do better things. But no, as in, it's not looking good to again finish top in the group. Champions of Europe, please wake up. Weekend is coming soon. Hopefully we will do well and come up against a Southampton, a low block team, possibly again, I don't know. We will cover that in the preview. But yes, for those watching, sorry about the complaints that I've had, but let's smash that like button. Please subscribe. Watch out all the streams, because yes, we came up with a lot of inputs as well for this game as well as the others, and we are coming back with the weekend plan. But hopefully Chelsea and the management have a better plan in place. I have to say, definitely Mason Mount, Pulisic, Reece James were missed. Clear crosses, work rate, industry, dribbling in the first half especially was clearly missed. It's something that we can only talk about. And Kante, of course, like without Kante and Mount especially, I don't think we have that fire. As in, again, Werner could have been got on. I know Barkley came on late, had a couple of good touches, but that's it. Anyway, you take care, guys. Thanks for watching and see you soon. And don't forget, smash that like and subscribe. Press that bell notification, because we'll be back soon, hopefully with much better mood.